They already won La Liga. I think they're beginning the season putting themselves a lot of pressure on their own shoulders, which I remember 1 year ago, Xavi started the season talking about we will win trophies. Not a single trophy. So after
map of that there, the last game against Valencia, most of the time he was in the middle. So this
matches under Hansi Flick. Many others have played the majority, maybe
to the goalkeepers.
Well, we have mentioned that Lewandowski doesn't start up front for Barcelona. Lamine Yamal, more on him as the game progresses. Koundé doesn't take any chances, goes long. It's Pedri who picks out the loose ball, goes for the pass over the top. It looks like it's going to maybe be offside, but at the moment the flag stays down. Lamine Yamal is in the box, holding off Joan Mojica, tries to twist and turn.
Yamal of Mojica, so it's the risk that we always talking. There might be an injury when you're tracking back and the offside is very clear.
Maybe something from the training pitch. It's played short and it's either a heavy pass or an awkward poor first touch from Pedri. Not something we say too often. Pedri waiting for the movement there from Olmo. Has to go back to post. Is deflected, it drops here at the edge of the box for Lamine Yamal. He thought about the shot but couldn't sort his feet.
An attack to the other flank.
Lamine Yamal temporarily out wide on the left for the visitors. He's got Antonio Sanchez. Tried to turn, apologised because he couldn't release the pass, but you could just see it there. Picked up the ball, turned around, didn't even think about playing it back.
Which is good at the moment. I think it's good. Possibly the runner was not the best in terms of pace, which is better than Murici. But I think, let's see, good decision for the referee.
Pedri just finds Dani Olmo, almost brought the ball under control. Lack of communication at the back, and it's rolled.
Looking for players in between the lines. Once more is Dani Olmo. This is a ball control. I don't know why Mojica tries to clear the ball, because Leo Roman is...
By Ferran Torres! The shock in the starting lineup!
In fact, Valiant was protecting the ball for Leo Franco to come.
In Barcelona's 7-0 victory against Real, and through the legs of Leo Roman as well. Ferran Torres, the surprise.
Because they were doing things right, and well, just keep going and stick to the plan, and the chances will come.
What would be the Xavi Ferrer reaction pitchside?
I would be very upset.
Pedri there running into space. Mallorca fans asking for a foul at the other end. Referee said play on. Rafinha almost wins the...
Same mistakes. We said that it is important that the players from the second line make the run, but sometimes a very easy action.
Goes back to Pedri. Squares the ball for Jules Koundé. Now Lamine Yamal is on the ball on his left foot.
At the back of the fullbacks of Barca.
Pedri does well to find Rafinha. Ferran is waiting in the box. It goes back to Lamine Yamal. And he wasn't happy with either the pass or his... Back in the starting 11. The numbers for Barcelona with Lamine Yamal are almost incredible. Barcelona have not won any of the 4 La Liga matches in which Lamine Yamal was absent from the starting. Mallorca looking for an equaliser. It's helped on at the front post by Pau Cubarsí, actually. Drops now for Mojica. Shouts for a handball, and quite aggressive ones as well as it came off Pedri.
That he is more active now and seemingly getting more nervous as we get closer to the end of the first half.
Reviewed no longer.
Well, very little from Pedri. We haven't mentioned him.
Looks to have shaken off those pains from the last challenge. Pedri now has found Rafinha. He plays it across. Ferran Torres gets in the box, tries to go for the shot, can only... But again, it's by Ferran Torres. Koundé plays it off to Lamine Yamal.
I don't think that's happening at the half-time, but the game now is clearly for Robert Navarro and Dani Rodriguez.
Well, those are 2 of the players who started against Valencia, who have been dropped. The thing is despite it only being 1-0, if you're Hansi Flick, you must be pleased with the overall performance, I'm guessing.
Well, depends what you're looking for. If this is the plan, of course, they must be happy, because they have created chances and they could have gone 3-0 up, clearly. But, well, I don't know.
Because Lewandowski may be the top scorer in La Liga this season and Barcelona's top scorer, but Barcelona do have to slightly change their game if Ferran is the man leading the line rather than the Polish international. It's now Rafinha, obviously. Call from Ferran Torres that came from a mistake at the back from Mallorca. Now Pedri finds Rafinha in space now, cuts onto his right. It's Ferran Torres again, took a heavy touch. Now Balde. Back to Pedri. Skimandowski starting today for Barcelona, but Ferran has scored the goal. That would be his counter-argument. And here is Ferran once again. He finds Dani Olmo, who tries to go for the shot from distance. The second crack at it, just over the head of Murici. Now it's Samu Costa, but he can't put it through the legs of Balde.
They have to stop the counter-attack.
Pedri is held back and gets the foul.
Well, because it was a first touch play. I think it was from Sergi Darder, and it was the fullback who was running into Samu Costa, who are players that come in from behind. But again, sometimes you have to, I don't know 100%, but slightly change the way of playing. You cannot.
Intercepted and then cleared away with an overhead kick by Maffeo. Only to Pedri, Ferran, Olmo.
And well, normally is natural replacement. And well, let's see if
Sergio Herrera and Aitor Fernandez in between the sticks. He's done that so far this season. Dominic Grief has started the last couple of games, but it's Leo Roman who comes in today. Makes a with the fourth official.
Yeah, he was out of the bench walking around.
Mallorca can bring on Dani Rodriguez and can play in the same with one striker, but at the same time there are some games that they have played Murici and Larin, Murici and Abdon, the two strikers. But I'm sure that sooner rather than later we're gonna see Robert Navarro and Dani Rodriguez coming on the pitch.
It's going to be a free kick for Barcelona, just about to reach the hour mark here. Pedri plays in the cross. It's helped on just by Olmo, it seemed. Last season they did pick up a point in this exact game. It ended 2-2. But Lamine Yamal there just turns on the style temporarily. Ferran Torres with the shot that's deflected. And now it's Pedri who gets
to both sides. How clever is Sergi Darder? He just runs across Pedri. He knows that he's gonna put
back Sergi Darder. The referee, Gil Manzano, not hesitating at all today. Mallorca today.
And the 10th was the Mallorca goal.
As we see now, Pedri.
Watch out with Samu.
Samu has gone down and he stayed down. Pedri is on the ball. He's laid it off for Dani Olmo. The visitors carry on playing. Laid it off to Balde. Back to Olmo. Couldn't square it across. Has to go back for Pedri. Casado back again with Pedri, the two holding midfielders combining there. Lamine Yamal in front of him asks the ball to be switched to the other side.
Changes coming up. Robert Navarro and Dani Rodriguez as expected.
So Abdon Prats will wait for his turn, but Joao Arrasate listening to Xavi Ferrer. Two players, even if those important players are back fully fit, the play still hasn't necessarily improved based on what we've seen from the last 3 games in which Barcelona have only picked up 1 point out of a possible 9.
Yeah, exactly. I think the game has been pretty long in possessions. Casado and Pedri are participating more, but
that too much to do. We haven't mentioned them as heavily missed at the weekend. He's come back in today.
In the second half, isn't it? Not a great...
And from there, as they say, the floodgates opened and Barcelona would end up picking up all 3 points, and quite handsomely as well. Barcelona now on 4.